See, you don't got no light.
Who don't? I don't.
Turn the light up more on the table. Like that fucking blunt, dude. Oh my god.
That light's on full blast. My face is lit up. What's it look like on your phone?
I'm not checking it yet. Light, hit the light on the table. One more time.
Smacks. This guy keep building it up.
Light the fucking blunt.
Bro. By my 100th live, just gotta keep going.
Light the fucking blunt.
It's a damn shame there's no laptop.
You broke it. Not turning it off properly.
Huh?
You broke the laptop by not turning it off properly.
Piece of shit. I'm just here next spit. Spitting on dick, tuck, bit quick. What?
Turn my shot up harder.
I'm just here next spit. Spit on dick, tuck, bit quick. Where'd you get this chlorophyll water? Online?
You like it?
I wasn't putting in enough in mine.
I know. you hear what he said? He
What?
said he was driving past the Ferrari. It was going 80 miles per hour. And the cop said, that's why I got you, because I couldn't get him.
Wait, I just thought about something. After the live's over, it saves the video. Like, it'll post on YouTube. And, like whenever you're scrolling on YouTube on the lives, it gives you the option to click onto it so people can watch it without it saying that they're in there. So if I'm not saying nothing, like if they're just scrolling and they come across me, they gotta click my shit to join it. So the fact that it saves the video and the fact that that people can like hover over it and see, like I should talk anyways, cause I won't be talking to myself cause the live saves. Like 2 years from now, I'm gonna have all these lives saved. People are gonna go back and watch them. You know what I'm saying? So even if there's 0 people in the live, I'm still not talking to myself, cause it posts. And people see it on the screen before they click join live. Like they see it. You know what I'm saying? I just thought about
But
that.
like whenever you go live, sometimes you should save it and still post it.
So like keep the posted video.
Like, you know, whenever it asks you to save it and post it. Instead of editing it and doing all that, just go ahead and just post it.
It'll take forever. It takes about 20-30 minutes to post a 20-minute video. Probably take a couple hours to post it. But while I'm asleep, I can do it. Damn, so I just thought about that.
You're sneaky.
See,
While I'm asleep.
that gives me something to do.
While I'm asleep.
So now I can talk to the camera because I'm not talking to myself if there's no people in there yet. There's people hovering over and it's I'm gonna post afterwards. I think I'll always tell the story of Kevin Durant. I'll always tell it. That has to be the most famous example of Lack of mental training. When I say the word training, you automatically think push-ups, physical training. One would argue that mental training is just as or more important. If you have no mental strength, you'll kill yourself. So what's the point of physical training if you're dead? I will always tell the story of Kevin Durant. I'll always tell it. You got a guy in the NBA worth $300 million, all these shoe deals, Nike, you know what I'm saying? Well, Kevin Durant was interviewed one time, and he says that reading the comments on social media took a toll on his mental health. You got a guy worth 300 M's, 7 feet tall, NBA superstar, and he's sitting there depressed in his mansion because he's reading some loser's comments on Instagram. That's got to be the most ridiculous example in the world. I could never. He has 200 more million than I do, and I think give a fuck about my Instagram comments. But Kevin Durant doesn't really strike me. I don't know him personally, of course, but Kevin Durant doesn't strike me as a spiritually enlightened person. Someone who understands that it's an illusion. Kevin Durant doesn't strike me as a guy who, once you're spiritually enlightened, something silly as that can't take a toll on your mental health. Especially being a multi-millionaire, 7 feet tall NBA superstar. God blessed you with 7 feet genetics, $300 million. Kids look up to you. Shoe deals, Nike deals, 50-something million followers on Instagram. And he was sitting there in his mansion, looking at hating-ass comments on a burner account, genuinely sitting there getting depressed. How fucking silly is that? Give me 200 million, see if I... Come on, bro. But not everyone... Damn, my gut. Ooh. Shouldn't have whacked 2 big bowls of cereal. Well, they wasn't really big, but still, damn. Jag Lemon.
You got dick.
They'll hear that 5 years from now.
They're lucky they're on there because I'll look at the chair and write it right now from the tripod. And we're gonna do that. You get ready.
Who opened that goddamn door? But yeah, that's definitely the most extreme case of lack of mental training. But he probably, I don't know him personally, but he probably doesn't have a lot of spiritual knowledge. Because if he did, he wouldn't care about some loser in Arkansas, some fucking weirdo on Instagram, some loser with 200 followers. But you know what that proves, though? That proves that even the weakest of people have power. That shows you how strong free will is. Even the weakest of peasants hold power. You have to have a lot of power to make a millionaire feel depressed, a superstar millionaire, over some comments you left on his page. Might not take a lot of talent, but it's a lot of power. I mean, how easy could a human kill someone? I mean, it's extremely easy. It's not that it takes talent. Humans without even having skills and talent can be powerful. Goes to show that even the common man peasant has powers that can literally kill you. Unless you have mental training. And you ever notice how these people have God complex? Like, there's so many kids right now, if they got to meet Kevin Durant in person, they would be stuttering like, oh my God, Kevin Durant. These people, you would, whenever we're young, whenever we're kids, and we're watching Kevin Durant, you know, ball on people, and we literally look at them like gods, you know, like, we don't look at, back then when I was religious, we didn't look at Jesus as we looked at LeBron. We cared, obviously, when you're a kid, you don't really care about Jesus. You care about fucking LeBron and Kobe and them. Goes to show these people are not God. Well, technically everything is God, but goes to show these people are not all that. They just can play ball real good, and they're tall. I actually seen a post that said people like that shouldn't play sports. We need to protect the earth. I say athletes aren't supposed to be athletes. We're supposed to take. We're built like this to protect the earth, not throw a ball in a hoop. But the elites, you harnessed our energy. Imagine if all the NBA, all the NFL, instead of using that energy for a fake game that they brainwashed us to participate in, if we use that for actual good and change the world. It's amazing what they've tricked us into. Beyond amazing. Excellent. It's excellent chlorophyll water. Excellent.
Sea moss is coming in about 2 days.
Sea moss, chlorophyll water, fruit.
Just coming, papaya. We ain't ready. I think we should just go, like, vegan, vegetarian, no meat for a while. No meat, no weed, no meditate, work out, train, stretch. We're gonna put the 20 into the rock and get to it. Or we could go back to Image, whatever. Since I've been paying for it, I didn't even know it. Well, my granny has.
Shit, when it gets hot, we're doing track workouts.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go to the locker and lift weights. We need to look somewhere where it's got weights.
Low key tired. Tired. Been going hard. Last blunt of the day. I have to get some regular regulars tomorrow. Mental training. Most people are too fucking lazy to even, bro. I swear to God, I can walk up to 1,000 people and say, stretch tonight, bro. All 1,000 won't stretch that night. Not even 1 out of 1,000. It's probably more like 1 of 10,000. The average person is fucking lazy. Even mental training, something that doesn't take physical effort. Too lazy to do it. Isn't it amazing how you can say, start meditating. Start having positive thoughts. Someone will be too lazy to meditate. Bro, that by default means you like being depressed. Think about it. If you have the power to change it and you don't, that means you're okay with being depressed. The pain of trying hard is why you... I really do wish it was easy. I find myself trying to sugarcoat things. Because obviously, if you walk up to an obese person and say, bro, you walk up to 1,000 fat people, all 1,000 are going to ignore you. You have a 0% chance, bro. 0.00001% chance that they're going to listen to you and go home and really change. Fucking dry bullshit, man. Because of the energy that I've given people, the advice I've tried to give people, for them to not listen, it's, bro. That's why I damn near contradict myself when I say mental training, because it's like, I'll explain to someone how they can train their fucking mind mentally. Which is important, by the way. Don't just let that roll off my tongue and go through your ears. That's super important. People will look me square in the eyes and nod their head and go home and fucking go back to... Very depressing. I'm just kidding. I don't feel depressed. For future reference, whenever my fans look at this old video, I just want you to know that there's 0 viewers in here right now. 0. So I know people are going to be watching this from the archive in the future. Hello, future people. I'm going to say it one more time just in case it wasn't ridiculous enough. Imagine you wake up, God blessed you with 7-foot genetics. You're Kevin Durant, you're 7 feet tall, you're in the NBA. Millions of kids love you, they want to be just like you. You've got Nike contracts, you're worth hundreds of millions of dollars. You're worldwide known, you've got 50 million followers on Instagram, you can retire your family. And you're gonna... This man sat there in his mansion and was depressed over some loser from Nebraska's comments on Instagram. Unfucking believably ridiculous. tell me the power of mental training isn't strong? But you gotta think though, imagine a lot of people think that sports is easy. These people just have it easy. They just play basketball and they're millionaires. For one, I can tell you right now, it's the opposite. It's very hard. They play 82 games a year. They are always at practice. It's, very, very busy. I mean, you ever watch the NBA? Every other day, they're in a different state, different city. What was the main point I was trying to get to? Too many blunts in. Oh, yeah. Imagine you missed the game-winning shot. How many DMs you're gonna get that night from fans? Bro, you fucking suck. You need to retire. We want to trade you. We want to trade you. Death threats. Because there's psycho people all over. Imagine you missed the game-winning shot, and you're a college athlete. Imagine you play basketball for the University of Louisville, and you missed the championship. You missed the game-winning shot. How many emails and DMs you're gonna get from haters? You're gonna feel depressed because you missed the shot. You're like, fuck, I just lost it for my team. You just feel embarrassed. Even if you're 6'8", 6'9", you got an NIH or NIL deal, whatever it's called. You're a millionaire. You've got 1 million followers. Even after all that, you missed the game-winning shot. See what I mean? It's not easy. And then when your life is basketball, for these people, just like how my life was track and football and basketball, but like, even though they're millionaires and they're blessed, their life is basketball. So when they miss the game-winning shot, or if they get traded, or if they get caught up in some bullshit, people think just because you're rich and just because you're blessed, if basketball is your life and you're getting all these, it's going to get to you. It's hard to just disconnect and just, whatever, peasants, yeah, quit hating. Because someone like me has mental training. I'm aware of the spiritual, I'm aware that this is all fake and we're all going to die one day. Our unborn kids here in 100 years are going to die one day. It's all fake. No one can really die. We're not physical bodies. We're deeper than that. We can't die. We're infinite. So when you got that kind of knowledge, of course, I'm not saying I'm perfect. If I missed the game-winning shot, of course I'd be down. Of course I'd be pissed. Of course I'm not saying I'd be happy, but I wouldn't get to the point of depression. I mean, come on. It's not that serious. I threw a ball in a bucket and I missed. It's really fake. You feel me? Oh my God, he missed the game-winning shot in front of millions of people. Well, when you really think about it, does basketball really matter? We put more baskets in a hoop than the other team. I mean, when you really break it down, it's retarded. Sports is retarded. I mean, sports is good for the physical exercise of it, but to do you get what I'm saying? Oh no, I didn't put a ball in a hoop the right way and it missed. Now I'm gonna get suicidal. Are you kidding me? But it's not that deep. It's a sport. It's just full of both sides, contradictions. How can we get to a point where nothing can bother us? Even I struggle with this sometimes. If you know that death is an illusion and we're infinite beings and that we're gods, would you ever let peasant energy bring you down? I remember making a video a couple months ago about car payments, and I damn near bust out laughing every time when I talk about a car payment. Like, this shit's so retarded. There's no such thing as a fucking car payment. It's just numbers on a screen, on a website, on a glass device. Numbers on a screen. Think about it. It's not a physical thing. It's just I sent some numbers on a screen to another screen. There's no physical, it's not real. And we chase this thing that's not even real. And wonder why we got the highest suicide rate in the world. But I was talking about car payments. Oh my God. Rent, car payments. Bro. How can you be born on a planet? I was born in 2000. How can you be born on a planet into their system that was already here, that I didn't agree to it? I didn't agree to, you know what I'm saying? I'm a part of their system that they made up hundreds of years ago. And I gotta pay rent on a planet that I live on. You are a bootlicker if you don't agree with that. I'm not saying you should be lazy and just you deserve a house and you deserve all this shit for being. I believe you should be a productive member of society. You should be something. Plumber, electrician, builder, athletic trainer, holistic doctor, something. Something, artist, something. Lost my point with the fried. Need another water. Need something down there?
Yeah. I want to try one with chocolate shake.
No.
Of course you got one, dude.
Not even cold.
Just cuddle up. I'm putting him under the freezer in a minute.
So you had me go down there and get it just so you can go down there and put it in the freezer.
Yeah, I just want a couple drinks so it's not too frozen.
Shit chunky.
So shake it up a little bit, did you?
I like the white one better. Vanilla.
The white one's the best so far. I didn't like strawberry chocolate. Your granny only likes
How many
strawberry
ingredients is in this cancer? Holy shit, boy. About 500. The apples are fake. The protein shakes are fake. It's all fake. Fuck it. About the pretzels too.
I don't care. That's why we're getting big on these protein shakes. Put the weight on. Now I gotta run it off again. Now let's get hot.
It don't really get hot till April. I don't know. The world's changing. It might be getting hot earlier. What's today? Pure cancer. Let's read our goals. Future me is gonna be rich because of these goals. Future me watching this because I did this. I'm a fried egg, boy. The dumbest fucking rapper they can possibly create. So you gotta understand. You best believe there will be fucking trolls under the fucking bridge while you're trying to go across, like on Dora. I just explained the Kevin Durant example. There's other. You know, when I was a kid, there was a video of Justin Bieber. It was a video called like celebrities, like celebrities being mean to fans or something. It was like shining a bad light on celebrities. And Justin Bieber was like just trying to go to dinner. He's trying to walk in somewhere or something. And all these fans ran up, oh my God, Justin Bieber, can we get a picture? Can we get a picture? You know, paparazzi all over the place. And he basically went off, like, leave me the fuck alone. No, can't get a picture. And I remember when I was a kid, what are you laughing at? I remember when I was a kid, when I seen that video, I was probably like, I don't even know, it was 6th grade. And I just thought, man, if I was famous, I wouldn't be mean to the fans like that. Justin Bieber's an asshole. What the hell? He's cocky. Now that I'm 24 years old, I understand Justin Bieber. You gotta put yourself in other people's shoes. Now, I'm not saying Justin Bieber is the perfect example for a spiritually enlightened, I'm not, but there are gonna be people in your way, obstacles, trolls under the bridge. There's not one person on this life that just has a stress-free life. Even celebrities, they gotta worry about paparazzi. There's a video of Kanye West. He was opening his garage and there was a fan outside of his house. Talking about, good morning, Kanye. Bro, if I catch one of my fans outside of my house, they're getting shot in the forehead. And we can ask questions later. Like, because even if you was an innocent fan, you just wanted a picture. I don't care. You're getting shot in the mouth. Don't come to my property. I don't know. So whether they're in your comments or in person or spiritually, there's going to be niggers. Slimes. Because their mission is to stop you from your mission. That's how lame they are. Imagine you wake up and your mission is to be hating on their mission. But I guess you could say we're hating on theirs, though. Go fuck theirs. So, back to Justin Bieber. I can do the picture, of course. I can do the picture, but don't run up on me and try to, like, bro. I'm a paranoid person. I understand how fast somebody can fuck you up. The wrong fan can run up on you and hug you, and they might have a dirty fingernail and they scratch you. There's weirdos out here. They'll do that. They'll try to spit on you. Bro, why would I take the risk? I'm not a violent person. I don't wake up and think, oh, I want to fucking kill somebody. That's the last thing I would like to do on earth. But I would rather feel guilty for shooting a random fan that wasn't on nothing than to die and take the chance. You don't just run up on another human like that. I'll take the picture. I'll be cool with fans, yeah, of course. But if you're gonna surround me and scramble and run up on me, bro, I'm way too paranoid. There's 20 people around me. Fuck no. I'll kill all you 20 people. Hopefully by the time that happens, I'll have security. Because I genuinely don't like to be an asshole. Swear to God. Watch Food Inc. You wouldn't believe how unhealthy this shit is. It's worse than poison.
I'll spray a dog.
Project Living. Dog on live.
I'm about to spray him. Damn, it's cold in here. Shut the window.
Bro, quit tripping, bro. You're gonna fucking show his tit one day with 40,000 people watching.
My phone here.
Swear to God, I'm talking to 0 people right now. But a lot of people are gonna watch this in the year 2030. Oh my God, bro, back 2025, like that fucking live stream. The old Fred Clinton.
Are you gonna take a bath?
I'm having fun. This is fun to me. Look. So there's a term they call like crypto traders. They say I'm in the trenches. The whole idea is like there's been various crypto guys. I think one of them was Luke Belmar. Basically, the idea is like 2025, sit in your house and get on crypto, like do online shit. Like this is the year of sit in your house and get rich. Cause everything's in your house. Everything's Wi-Fi now. The way I'm about to describe getting rich ain't gonna sound like it works. The most successful, you know what? I'm so confident. I have to say second place. I have to say, whoever comes in second behind me, that person, you have a higher chance of getting rich in your house than you do out there. I can go work at McDonald's and go make a check next week. Yeah, I could. Or I could sit in here and post content all day, every day. I might not get paid. I might not get paid for a year. But long term, what builds $30 million? McDonald's will never. Even if I post content, even if I trade my little pennies in my crypto, the vocabulary they use is called, they say like in the trenches. Basically like trading crypto every day. I don't trade. I do other things. You know, I'm more of a holder. But that's how you get rich in 2025. It's not 2010 anymore where you gotta go to 30 different banks. Fucking 25 of them said no. Open up a restaurant, it fails. Open up 6 more restaurants, they fail. Go through a divorce, go through bankruptcy, lose your kids, become an alcoholic. Open up 3 more, they fail. Bro, that's the old way to get rich. Nowadays, you just fucking make a... Bro, nowadays you post content and sell some type of service. I sell fitness. I can turn someone obese and depressed into someone with their dream physique, in shape, and mentally in shape. That's what I sell. I have a 1,000,000,000,000% more chance of getting rich doing that than I do. Even if I make it 100,000 a year at a job, it'll take me 10 years to make $1 million. 10 years? And how much of that money am I gonna spend if I'm making 100K a year? 20 or 30 years to get rich, not happening. What are you eating? You need to be stable to do that. What you mean stable? And these are pretzels. I'm not gonna lie, I got a bad diet, but I work my ass off hours a day. Did you tell you to make a video about that?
I did.
I don't know what you mean by you need to be stable to do that. If you mean I keep turning, it's because I got ADHD. I can't sit still. Oh, you're saying like, you're saying like stable as in, like you can't sit in your house. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Well, I'm in a unique position. I don't have any kids, so I have freedom to do this. Hell, I would sleep on the street and do this and use McDonald's Wi-Fi before I sit there and work a job and die broke. I'll make content as a homeless person and use McDonald's Wi-Fi. I'd probably actually go viral. Homeless man makes content. Homeless young person. So, I guess you really can't answer a statement, but to answer your statement, you need to be stable to do that. Yeah. Unless you're like me and you just don't give a fuck and you're willing to lose it all, you can do this. That's really what I'm on, because you see, that's how they trap you. That's how they trap you. Because you need money now. Because you might be thinking, I don't have time to just make no money and keep posting content and provide someone a service to help people. I need money now. My rent's due last month. And that's how they trap you with the job. And unfortunately, this is the unfortunate, they make it really hard. Whenever you've got kids and bills and you got a mortgage and car payments, yeah, you can't just sit in the crib. Well, you could, but you can't just sit in the crib and, you know, lose your money in crypto. And like whenever you first start making content, you're not just gonna have thousands of clients pouring in. You know, that takes months and years to build clients. But unless you truly don't give a fuck and you'll do anything it takes, you'll say, fuck all that. I'm gonna get rich. If I had kids, I would tell my son, like, look, son, we might be broke for the next couple months. We're gonna move somewhere. But you'll thank me when you're 18. You'll hate me now. But when you're 18, you'll thank me. I'm gonna get rich. Boom. Let's see, I'm going to get 5 words and just quit talking. I'm going to get rich, son. 6 words. We're going to get rich, son. Life's hard. You gotta do it, you know. Luckily, I don't have any kids yet. It's hard to do what you say if you are not stable. Correct. You know, having a job's hard. Waking up when you're tired as fuck and unmotivated and driving fucking 45 minutes to a bullshit ass dealership with a bunch of fucking weirdos fingering each other's ass in the fucking sales desk. Bunch of fucking Neanderthals. That sucks, but I had money, right? Well, having no job and having no money also sucks. It all sucks. So fuck it. Any option you pick sucks. Running a business sucks. You got pressure, you got taxes, you got, whenever you become successful, you may end up getting death threats. You may end up, you know what I'm saying? It's all stressful. No matter which option you pick, it's gonna be depressing, literally. You can pick the job, pick the comfort route. That sucks because you'll never have a Ferrari. You'll never be able to travel. You'll never be able to pay for your kids' college, whatever you want to do. And if you choose, fuck it, I'm gonna start my own business, chances are you're gonna be flat broke. 99.9999% of the time. You're never just gonna start a business and then tomorrow have 1,000 clients. Like, it's gonna take at least 30 days minimum to genuinely get to that point of making money. But like I said, it's 2025. It don't take years to get rich no more. It takes a month. Bro, I post a minimum of 3 TikToks a day. I can post a TikTok tomorrow. I get 10 million views, go ultra viral. Boom, there's 1,000 clients right there off one video. I remember I worked at a car dealership and I made a viral video. Almost had 1 million views on Instagram. I went from 0 followers to 600 and something in like 2 or 3 days. Now, that might not sound like a lot, but one decent video got me 600. Guess how much money I made from that video? $0. It's the accumulation over time. But this is the vocabulary they use. They say it's in the trenches. That's what they say. They say I'm in the trenches. That just means there's so many crypto people that said it just means you're in the house. That's how you get rich in 2025. You just sit in your house and fucking fuck with your phone. Think about it. Content, that's on your phone. Emails, on your phone. Editing content, on your phone. Calling, texting, you know, job applications, talking to people, talking to investors, talking to clients, Zoom calls. That's all on the phone. All the millions of dollars is on your damn phone and laptop. Why do I gotta go out into the world? You know, of course I do to work out and to touch grass, of course, but think about it. All the ways to get, well, not all, but the easiest and best ways to get rich all involve that iPhone. Even though there's a lot of young kids getting rich nowadays, do you know why 99.9% of kids will always be poor and they'll die poor? I'll tell you. Because their parent or their grandparent is going to be in their ear. Simple. They'll die poor because of that. Ain't amazing? Imagine the guy who's broke. Imagine the guy who's broke, the kid who's broke. He lives with his mom. Imagine that kid walking in and saying, "Hey mom, I know you wanted me to get a job and help pay with the bills and, you know, save up and get my life together, but I think I'd rather build a website and post fitness content and sit in the house and trade crypto." There's no way in holy hell your mom would let that slide. 99.9999% of moms out there would be like, fuck no, go get a job or move out. And that's why they'll all die poor. Sad, harsh reality. They can either rebel against their mom and say, fuck it, I'll be homeless. I'm gonna move out and do my own business. And you'll struggle. You'll struggle for money. You might struggle for food, struggle for a place to stay. But you're chasing your business. You're chasing that change the world, become a huge successful world changer. That's the life you gotta chase. That's why getting a job is easy. Because you'll never get a Ferrari, ever. You'll never be able to donate $1 million to charity. You say, so you are willing to swallow losses for years. Why won't you keep a job to stay stable until you do it long enough to quit that job? Well, you know, the word job is, I mean, what even is a job? I mean, there's so many ways to make money. You could literally, there's a guy who knocks on doors and scrubs people's windows. He makes thousands of dollars a day. I mean, I would honestly put that 1,000 into some meme coin. Get rich off one transaction, set for life. I agree with you. I agree with you. I believe you can go either way. So, you can work the job and then just bust your ass outside of the job for your business, right? Also, you know what's crazy? If everyone had a business, capitalism would fail, by the way. So, it's kind of weird, like, it's all kind of confusing, I'm not gonna lie. It's really a mind fuck. But I agree with you. Having a job and then also doing your thing would be the smart thing to do, especially if you got kids and bills and all that. If your wife would leave you and all this, yeah, go ahead and just work the job, pay the bills. But if you genuinely want to become rich, you're just gonna have to sacrifice all the other hours of your day towards your business outside of work. I mean, if you're in a unique position like me with no kids and I can basically do whatever I want, I'm like a nomad. I'm like a, yeah, I'm like a, what do they call them? Yeah, nomad. So you either get the job, be stable, and bust your ass outside of your job, or you just go psycho mode and then you've got your whole day, 18 hours a day, to just purely focus on the business. I believe if you can survive, if you can manage to eat food and have a place to stay and not die and have a warm place, if you can just do that, I don't see a reason to work a job. Chase the dream. I'm not saying you're wrong if you get the job, because you can still build your business. You know, I believe it'd be smart to, until your business starts to take off, or at least until you close your first client, then quit the job. That would be smart, but but then you wouldn't be putting 100% of your effort toward the, you know what I mean? Well, nowadays, you know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to get a fucking job for a week and blow that $400 or $500 on a fucking coin. Make 20 grand. What is your end goal in life? Like, what's success and fulfillment look like to you? World peace. Because success for myself, I mean, as long as I'm physically fit, that's really all I need to be successful for myself. I'm more of a, I don't like to use the word philanthropist, but I'm just all about the world peace. I mean, fulfillment for me would be to eliminate all child abuse, all obesity, all jealousy, all cheating, promiscuity, until every single ounce of evil is erased off the planet. That's what my fulfillment would be. Of course, I do want to have a supercar collection. You know, I'd like, but all I need is about $25 million. That's really all I need. Everything else is gonna get donated. But there's no way I can just buy a Bugatti, buy a couple Lambos, buy a couple mansions. That's, bro. That can't be it. You know what I mean? That can't be the meaning of life. There's no fucking way. And I thank God every day that I have a big heart. I mean, who else wakes up and wants world peace and is serious about it? They'll say it. I'm serious. Fuck that. Bro. I got a whole plan. So mine goes world peace. I'm not saying I'm perfect and I'm the all-knowing God. But if everyone thought like me, we could really take this shit back over and have a peaceful planet. It's just so irritating why we have to spend so much time focusing on money. Because unfortunately, the average slave, the average common man, isn't going to listen to you unless you're rich and famous. You know, someone will listen to their favorite celebrity. Like, you take the average person and ask them who their favorite celebrity is, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ask a kid, like, who's your favorite celebrity? And he says, LeBron James. I feel like if LeBron James met that kid in person and said, hey, listen to your mother. I said so. Like, for real, listen to your mother. I feel like that kid has a way higher chance to listen to his mother than if some fucking random guy on the street, even if that random guy on the street is better than LeBron, doesn't matter. He's not rich and famous. That kid ain't gonna listen. Who's this weirdo on the street? Unfortunately, in today's materialistic world, you have to, you know, I don't think there's been a single leader on earth who's broke. How will being rich get rid of all evil? It would definitely help. If I were to, I would have to damn near start a cult to get people to listen to me for free. You get what I'm saying? For example, if I wanted to start an organization that helps traffickers get arrested, human traffickers. If I started an organization that helped human traffickers get arrested, who the hell is going to work for me for free? I'm sure I could find other like-minded people that would do it for free. I'm sure I could, but it's just a lot easier when you got 25 million sitting there. You can see, you can start to make moves. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure if I really put my mind to it, I can make moves being broke. But how harder would it be? You know what I'm saying? So, you say, how will being rich get rid of all evil? Because by me being rich, unfortunately, it'll increase my followers on social media. And the more followers I have, the more people I can reach. And every day, if I'm posting content that helps people think, helps people get in shape, helps people, you know what I'm saying, that is for sure going to help put a dent. You get what I'm saying? So being rich, it just helps my image, helps people listen. And I can pay people to help do the deed. I can go pick up trash, sure. But wouldn't it be smarter to hire 500 people to go pick up trash? Like, why would I pick up the trash if I'm rich enough to just hire 500 people to go pick up trash, like it'd be smarter if I just hired them to do it instead of me. So that's how getting rich would help with evil. I think that money itself is evil. It's dumb. The same people on them dollar bills was fucking slave owners, weirdos. Like the same people that when I used to work at the car dealership putting fucking fingers in their ass and shit. That's the same people. Weird, sick. And this is an unhealthy ass protein shake. It's got so many ingredients, bro. It looks like a fucking dictionary. It's one thing I will admit right here on camera. I have a bad diet. But I can still teach others how to have a good diet. Hey, you know what? The world's best tennis coach never played tennis. You don't even got to do the thing you preach to teach someone. Ain't that crazy? Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, like, I just come from a logical point of view. Like, if I wanted to genuinely save the world, how would I do it? Like, because people all the time talk about, oh, world peace, world peace. They'll talk and then 5 minutes later they're going about their day and completely forget. Like, no, like, actually world peace. Actually. Action. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Action towards world peace. But yeah, Lucas, where you from, dog? And how old are you? Hope I ain't talking to AI. Never know nowadays. Talking to a damn cyborg. CIA. What we said, he's from Africa. He's 85. And his name Lucas.
I might have to get Lucas.
He might have to get what? You say you might have to get what? Oh yeah, son. I want to do a challenge. 3 pie every day for a year.
Oh,
No, I'd be drained. Fuck that. I like seam retention too much.
I don't.
Cause I actually had a friend. Well, I have a friend. We call him Glitch. Well, that's not what we call him, but I don't think he would appreciate me name dropping him. But we call him Glitch, and basically, he hates money. Like like I remember me and him had a debate one time when we lived together. I was trying to get into crypto years ago, and he was like, "Nah, bro, we gotta do it the right way. That's the matrix. That's the matrix." Cause this friend of mine, bro, you give him 50 million, he wouldn't buy a Bugatti. Like, at the most, he might buy a black Audi. At the most, there's not a person who gives a fuck about cars and mansion. He don't give a fuck. And I agreed with them. Like, yeah, you're right. I hate money too. I hate crypto. It's all bullshit. It's all dumb. Money's dumb. Like when you really break it down, there's numbers on the screen. But like I said earlier, who's gonna listen to me with a couple hundred followers on Instagram and no money? If I'm rich and famous, now I can influence the world and make moves. And I believe with the right army and the right team and the right willpower, we can become the first trillionaires and take back over. From Florida, and I'm a human. What part of, say, don't you think cigarettes would be terrible for your whole health? What part of Florida, dog? Don't you think cigars and cigarettes will be terrible for your health and workout vibe? This is actually cannabis and a cigar. Yes, I do genuinely believe that smoking slightly harms you when it comes to working out. Whenever you use cannabis, you're supposed to use it in a tea. I will sit here and admit that I've been too lazy, or not even lazy, I just haven't really thought of it. Haven't really cared. But I got mixed feelings about smoking. Because on one end, it's spiritual. It genuinely, there's been times in life, I swear to God, one time in college, I was supposed to get a big check for my refund, like $3,000. And when you're in college, that's a lot of money. Well, there was a glitch in the housing system, and they said I lived in another dorm, and they charged my lease for the whole first semester. They took my $3,000. I came back to the dorm. The amount of anger, I could have easily strangled someone. Like, I was so pissed to a point. I swear to God, I went into my bathroom and I smoked. And 10 seconds later, I was like, money's fake. Why would I feel bad about money? It's fake. I mean, it's not that serious. People dying out here. And my mood instantly, so on one end, smoking weed genuinely can help you. But I don't think anybody on earth can sit there and say smoking weed, especially backwoods, is going to help you run faster. It's going to help your lungs. Definitely not. And that's one thing about me. I can sit here and admit my flaws. I'll call people out all day. I'll call myself out. Yeah, I smoke. I should drink weed tea. But also, one would argue that smoking tobacco raises testosterone. One would also argue that weed can help you spiritually. So my mind is very much on both sides of a lot of things. It's honestly that's what causes like ADHD. Never being sure, always. But they say that biracial people are bipolar because we're two different species. Just like we're just like, you know what I mean, bipolar. And you know, overall, yes, I'll say cigars and cigarettes. If you're a track athlete, you shouldn't be smoking. If you do choose to use weed, it should be tea or like drops or something not smoking wise. But I ran track at the University of Louisville. I was like most of them athletes. We're talking world class athletes. These people can run 100 meters in damn near less than 10 seconds. We're talking world class, 7'3" high jumpers, high jumping over 7'3". We're talking world class athletes. They were smoking a fucking train chimney, drinking alcohol every weekend, hammered. And we're talking about the best athletes, some of the best athletes in the world. So Yes, it's bad for you, but not on a big enough scale to genuinely. I mean, literally, the world's best athletes smoke. I mean, what percentage of the NBA smoke? And also, if you play a sport like football, I would argue that smoking weed would help with your brain trauma from helmet to helmet contact every game. If I was in the NFL, I would smoke every day for head for my head. Because it's really a bad image. Like, I'm an athlete, I'm a trainer, and I'll sit here right in front of people's face and smoke on live because it looks bad. It's an illusion. It looks bad. Whenever you see whenever you see a millionaire businessman with a suit and a comb over, whenever he invests in a weed farm and he smokes a joint, it's professional. But whenever a bunch of young black dudes with dreads is smoking weed, it's thugs and it's bad for you. It's all about the image. I'm sitting here with the ashtray, I'm smoking. It looks bad. Looks. Not is, it looks bad. Whenever a man in a suit and tie with cologne on and a comb over in a Porsche, whenever he invests in a weed dispensary, he's an entrepreneur. He's a businessman. He's a he's taking advantage of the legal weed laws. But when another man sells it out of his trunk in pound bags in the hood, he's a thug. It's literally the same exact thing. That's why it's so hard to live. Everything's an illusion. Everything's an illusion. The fuck's even real? Northeast Florida, Jacksonville. Hell yeah. The only places in Florida I've been is um what beach did I go to? Fucking what's a beach in Florida?
Don't fucking ask me that.
It's not Miami.
I don't know.
Uh Damn, I can't believe I can't think of it. It's a beach in Florida. Wow. Not Miami Beach. Genuinely, wow. I'll come across it. That's rare. I'll come across it later. But and then I went on a cruise and the ship departed from Miami. I am from Harrodsburg, Kentucky. A small town. Basically just a small rural town. Nothing like Louisville, Kentucky. Definitely nothing like where you're from, Jacksonville. No way. Way, way smaller, quieter. Kentucky is exactly what you would picture it. You look at a methed out person tweaking. Small towns are the best. You know, I'm actually agree. You know, when I was younger, I used to always want to be from a big city, because when you're young and you're bored, you know, like, because my dad took me to Atlanta, Georgia, a couple times, and you can imagine being from a small town. You go to Atlanta, Georgia. It's amazing, and then you come back to nothing. We don't even got a mall. We don't got nothing but fast food and Walmart. I think we got a fucking pool lounge, billiards, shoot pool. But whenever you're from a big city, you you're not unique in a big city, really. It's it's more interesting to be a rapper from Harrisburg, Kentucky. Like, damn, what? Harrisburg, Kentucky? He's from Kentucky. As compared to if I say I'm from Chicago, like, Chicago. Like, everyone's from Chicago. Everyone's from Atlanta. But no one's from Harrisburg, Kentucky. That's way more unique and different. So, yeah, I agree, man. Small towns are the best. But then again, they're lame, depending on which, you know. Even sports, like, I could have competed in a in a big city, but like, so I ran 13.9 seconds in the hurdles. If you don't know about track, basically that's pretty fast, but in Kentucky that's winning state easily, you know. But in Jacksonville, Florida, at the state meet, that's probably maybe top 5. You know what I'm saying? So over here, I'm a fucking famous champion, first place every meet. I go to Jacksonville, you know, I'm gonna have to grind my ass off to get first. What's something you've been thinking about lately? A conspiracy, a conspiracy, a conspiracy. Cause I've damn near heard every one. I can genuinely talk about anything. Something my dad always taught me. His man always said, "I don't know everything, but I know a little bit about everything." It's basically me. I know a little. I know a little bit about. I don't know everything, but I know a little bit about everything. We can talk about anything. I can sit here for hours. See, and this shit gonna be recorded, and I can still post it. You want to hear the most scary conspiracy theory? You're going to live a long life to be 120 years old. You're going to live a long life. And then when you die on your deathbed, you're going to wake up from a nap you took from a different world. Or a video game. Probably the whole pyramids were not built by the Egyptians thing. There's probably 10 different things they say built the pyramids. They say it was aliens. They say it was gods. They say it was Anunnaki. They say it was humans. It was slaves. It was pharaohs. They say it was white people. They say it was brown people. They say it was Arabic. They say it was black people. There's 10 different things they say that made the pyramids. Unfortunately, the way my brain thinks, some things I look at as percentages. Like, this option has a 40% chance of being right. I genuinely can't put my finger on exactly how they were built because I've read so many theories. But how I believe they got there, it's hard, man. I have to think about the answer. All right, I have an answer. We built them because we are the gods. We look at, oh, there used to be gods, there used to be giants. That was us. What do you think? It's called reproducing throughout history. Those same gods that built the pyramids were us, I believe. They say they can't recreate the pyramids. We don't have technology that can lift the stones. It's like ridiculously, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we use a very barbaric, closed mind way of building. Why do you have to use gravity? Why can't you use telepathy and see, this is so foreign to the average mind. They think I'm crazy. But I believe there's other ways to move blocks. And then they're so precise, like it's like the way it's so perfect and it points directly to a certain star, a certain coordinate. Like, these humans had to have been god level intelligent. Like, so I don't think we see, we've been trained to think like a barbarian. Oh, you gotta put a stone on top of a stone. And what if we were so advanced that we built it with thought and we just arranged it with telepathy? And also, the pyramids you see today are dusty and old. Imagine what they looked like when they was built. They was way nicer. Probably was made of solid fucking crystal. Probably was, cause think about it. The pharaoh has his nose chopped off. Could you imagine the other shit that they chopped off and buried thousands of years ago? Where did that power go? Well, we definitely lost that power. I believe that we were brainwashed out of it. Um, if you were another species and you wanted to conquer a group of gods, how would you do it? Well, you wouldn't do it physically because they're gods. You can't win physically, so you would brainwash them into believing they're not gods in the first place. Boom, their thought of them not even being God lowers their power. And then you add on top of all this, the manipulate. They basically, the evil of the world merged its way in with us and then turned on us. Like, imagine you have a new friend and he eventually moves in your house and then eventually he takes over your house. But he didn't do it physically. He did it through lying, manipulation, bending light and snaking his way. You know what I mean? I believe we were tricked, and I believe we got arrogant. You say humans are gods. Yes. Yes, they tricked us and said that we're not gods. If I go out in public and say I'm God, they're going to think I'm a psycho. Not realizing that everyone is a god. The reason why I say humans are gods is because think of God. What is the most impressive, most highest thing that a God can do? Create life. Create things. What is the worst thing that a God could do? Destroy life. Torture life. Humans can do both of those things. Humans can create life. We can destroy life. We can help people. We can torture people. We have free will. We can build incredible technology. We have crazy senses. Like, we sense things all the time. Like, when you almost get in a wreck and you just have that God sense. Like, we have crazy senses all the time. How are we not gods? You have to understand, they have lowered our brain power throughout history. We're at a point now where we question it. We're in the era of questioning. Are humans gods? The fact that you even question it, you've forgotten that you are. You quit eating those.
Give me one of them. Very good one. Should have brought them chocolate paydays up here. Them motherfuckers fire.
Low key one, prep the white ones.
We'll have some Friday.
Hey, we got hella fruit. If God does it, then it's not bad, since God is completely righteous. I think that I think that you're separating yourself from. Are you religious? Because you say if God does it, then it's not bad, since God is completely righteous. I think you're referring God as another entity outside of yourself. You think that just because that's another human over there, that's not you. We're all a reflection of each other. We're all God. There's no difference between you and another human. Like, what? It's your reflection. See, I believe Satan tricked us into thinking that God is something other than us. You know, think of the whole praying thing. Bow down, submit. I believe that's Satan's way of mocking us, getting us to bow down and submit, head down. Every single animal in the animal kingdom knows that that's a sign of submission. That's a beta. That's not a bow down sign of submission. Because whenever you think that there's a higher God outside of yourself, you automatically put yourself in second place. Oh no, it's God. No, you are that God. We built the earth, not a separate entity that gets to be God and everyone else is human. No, we are that God. That's what I believe. That's genuinely what I believe. I think that just because we've been dumbed down and we think we're just dumb humans, we don't think that we're capable of creating the earth. And I believe it's bullshit, bro. We've been brainwashed. No offense, I think you are just high. It's a symbol of submitting to him, praying. You know, I believe that your path is a religion. That's just not my path. But you know, I think that religion is good because I'm not gonna. He's gone. See, piss people off with religion. Well, you know, see, that's just how Satan works. He wants to divide us because one person believes in religion, one person doesn't. Even though we align with everything else, you disagree with a religion thing, and it creates an illusion of separation. It's just the harsh realities. But I will never knock somebody if they're a good person off their religion. If someone used if someone used to be a drug addict and they used to beat their wife every day, and then they find God and pray to Jesus, you know, I'm not gonna knock that. I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and argue with that person. No, Jesus ain't real. Like that's their path. That's their path, and that helped them. I believe the Bible has all types of good things in it. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, adultery, like all those things are good. So I would never, if someone got better because of religion, I'm not gonna sit there and argue with them about religion. Religion helped you. You're a better person. And like I said earlier, when I say things, it has two meanings. It's not again, like I said earlier about the submit praying thing, I would never argue with someone praying. If someone was sitting there praying and they're thinking of positive things, why would I walk up to them and, bro, you're submitting? I'm not gonna, like, that person, for them, you know what I'm saying? That's good for them. Like, can't never knock nothing that's positive. It would cause more disruption to, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's why it's kind of tricky. Um, Whenever you got some spare time, watch Young Pharaoh on Christianity. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I mean, as I said earlier, whenever I, here's how my brain works. Whenever I say a sentence, whenever I say a sentence, it has two sides. I can sit here and say something bad about religion and good in the same sentence, or not the same sentence, in the same way. It would be hard to sit there and argue with someone who's, if you're religious and you believe Jesus, you believe that there's Jesus Christ, but you're a great person and you don't do nothing wrong, you don't sin, or you try your hard not to sin, whatever, it'd be hard to dog that. And then a lot of people claim Jesus, you know, and then they go commit 42 sins. There's people who are atheists, which I'm not an atheist, I believe in God, but there's people who are atheists and they'll help you before some of these so-called Christians, so-called Muslims. But what's another conspiracy besides the pyramids? I believe that. So even for religious people, even a religious person would have to, on some level, admit that we're God. Because if I'm not, if I'm not all the way black, but I'm half black, am I black? Yeah, I'm black. So if God made us, that means we're part God. So we're God. Being part God doesn't exclude us from being God. No, we're God. If I'm part black, I'm black. If I'm part God, I'm God. I'm God. We have the same skills that God has: create life, destroy life. What skills do we not have that God doesn't have? Don't they say we made him in his image? Man, like, it just sucks that there's so many ways to divide people. Like, Satan did that. Satan, man, so many fucking ways. You got race, religion, fucking gender, fat, skinny, trans, gay, straight, black, Judaism, Christian, Muslim. I mean, the original, the original subject of the live was mental training. If you genuinely want to be someone that's successful, you're gonna have a strong brain. As I said, I don't know if you were in here earlier, but I said, as an NBA player, if you miss the game-winning shot, you know, thousands, millions of people are gonna clown you. Can you handle that? Someone who has been through mental training would obviously be able to handle that easily. Even if you don't want to become so-called successful and famous, you still have to have mental training. You're going to have people at your job, maybe your household. You're going to have negative energy that challenges you. Even as a common man, you need mental training. Fucking another one. Getting sleepy. I can't help but to be someone who strives for a perfect brain. Someone who just doesn't feel anxiety. You know, something that one good trait I would say from a psychopath or a sociopath is that they don't get nervous. And the if you study the brain of a psychopath, they'll have a dead body in the trunk, and the police will pull them over, and their heart rate does not increase. They literally don't give a fuck about anything. That's if you take away the evil from that. I want to feel that way about negative things that happen to me. Like if it's not gonna happen, but God forbid, in an imaginary world, if something bad were to happen to me, I just wouldn't care. Like become rich and lose all my money, and just literally don't care. Like a psychopath, no emotion. You know, it's like moving your finger, just nothing. You know what I mean? That's something I want to strive to be like. You know, like the good psychopath, if that makes sense. You know what? I guess the word for that is just extremist. I think I'm an extremist. I don't care, bro. These people are fucking extremists. You gotta be extreme back in a good way. Snoring dog, bro. I think I'm gonna go back live at midnight. I need you to email me, Lucas. You got some good questions. My email's on my Instagram, Fred Clinton Training. I may go live back at midnight, but email me. And peace.